When the holidays start to feel a bit repetitive, reach for a Sprite Winter Spiced Cranberry and put your twist on tradition. A bold cranberry and winter spice flavor fusion, Sprite Winter Spiced Cranberry is a refreshing way to shake things up this sipping season. And only for a limited time. Sprite. Obey your thirst.
This episode is brought to you by LinkedIn. Healthcare professionals can lead their careers with LinkedIn. Discover jobs by specialty, preferred shifts, and even desired salary. From mental health therapists to radiology technicians, it's now faster and easier for healthcare professionals to find the right fit. Learn more at linkedin.com/healthcare. Side effects may include faster job placement, improved work-life balance, and increased career satisfaction.
Playboy Carti, whole lot of red. Let's talk about it. How y'all doing? Welcome to Let's Talk About It Music Reviews Season 11. How y'all doing? Welcome to the show. Guys, happy Merry Christmas. This is the Merry Christmas special, I guess you could say. And, I thought about doing an album review. The wind's blowing pretty goddamn hard. It's a perfect atmosphere for a good old Christmas night. And for the Christmas night episode, guys, we're finally doing it. Now, Playboi Carti, 5 years ago. This is now a 5-year-old album, a 5-year anniversary. Whole Lot of Red came out. And in 2020, I said I would never review this album. I said I'd never do it. And then I said I would review the album, later down the line. I did even a whole trailer for it. I said album review is going to be coming out very, very soon. And I never did it. I never sat down and actually listened to the whole entire album. I think I got a couple of tracks in and then I turned it off and I never did it again. Now, today's different. There's 24 tracks off this album. I did check them out, checked all of them out, and we're going to be talking about a whole lot of red. 5 years later, we might as well 5 years later do this fucking album review. Now, before I even get into the album, there was this whole thing, Playboi Carti fans were hyping up this whole lot of Red Deluxe for the 5-year anniversary. Never fucking happened. I knew it. Playboi Carti didn't even announce anything. It was just fan word, and then fan word, every news account on Twitter just took that shit and just ran with it. And yeah, Christmas fucking night, nothing actually happened. So, I don't know what the goal was with that, but hey, it means this is a whole lot more relevant now to talk about in the recent 2025 times. So let's talk about a whole lot of red. Now, typically how I do album reviews on this show, we're going to go over 3 overall points, and then we're going to go over every single track, rate it out of 1 out of 5. Then I'll give you my final album review score at the end. So let's just get into it, guys. Merry Christmas, Happy Christmas, let's fucking get it. Starting off with my first point, let's talk about the production. I really do like the production off this album. The 8-bit sounds, the luscious synths, the really hard 808s. The fucking drums are fucking fantastic. Some of these beats, you just want to kind of close your eyes and just let this shit just wash over you. That's how good this fucking whole album has. It has that sound to it. Now, I really do overall enjoy the sound of this album. Every single song has a different little beat. Whether, it's that hard shit with the hard 808s, whether, it's with the synths, with the 8-bit sounds, and you got layered on some 808s and some trap beats. There's a whole lot of different sounds that are kind of on this album. And I'd say overall, I really do enjoy the sound of this album. I think it's really fire, really gets the goddamn job done. And also the fact, too, guys, I really do enjoy my next point, which is the features. I think the features are definitely a standout here. Now, there's only a couple of features on here, and it's kind of funny in recent times now. Kanye West, and then we had Kid Cudi. Now, Kanye West in recent times, hasn't, been the best, personally. But if we're talking about music-wise on this verse, Kanye West had a pretty goddamn good verse. Kid Cudi, I didn't really like Kid Cudi's verse on here. I kind of was just I wanted it to be over. I was really vibing to Playboi Carti. He was rapping on that song, going crazy on there. And then Kid Cudi comes and just kind of ruins the damn track, in my opinion. Really makes me go, damn, that shit's completely ass. So, kind of ruined the song for me, I'm not going to lie to you. So I didn't really like Kid Cudi's feature that much. But I guess Kanye West had a pretty nice verse. He got the job done. Nothing crazy there. Now, let's move on now let's talk about Playboi Carti's performance on this whole entire album. I think it was one of the better performances on here. I mean, look, there are some tracks where, you get that repetitive nature from Playboi Carti. And, sometimes it's fire, sometimes, it can get a little monotonous. But honestly, in my opinion, the way that Playboi Carti can kind of switch flows in between, switch his voices up, always keeping these tracks fresh, having a good sound to them, you also get that on a whole lot of Red. So there's a couple of tracks, like the baby voice gets a little annoying on like a couple of tracks. But honestly, in my, 2025 listening, I had no problem going through the whole entire album. I really overall enjoyed the performance of the vocals, the performance of the beat, and everything above, I think, actually went pretty fucking fire. So yeah, I really did enjoy that. Now, let's go over every single track, guys. We got 24 tracks on here. Let's start out with, Rockstar Made. Rockstar Made had a pretty good beat to it. I really like the hook on here. I think the hook easily gets stuck in your head. And I like that switch up. I like that there's a switch up, at the end of Rockstar Made. And that's actually pretty fucking fire. Playboi Carti featuring Kanye West. This was the go-to track. This track was pretty alright. I like Kanye West's verse on here, but that's kind of it. This was an easy, 4 out of 5.
Oh, Hilton stay, your beds are soft and cozy. No lumpy couch, no stiff futon, no shower line at crack of dawn. Oh, Hilton stay, a holiday you're saving.
When you want holiday comfort you can count on, it matters where you stay. This season, enjoy spacious, comfortable rooms and friendly service when you book with Hilton instead. Hilton for the stay.
This episode is brought to you by Casamigos Tequila. What do you bring to a holiday party? Simple. A bottle of Casamigos. Because nothing gets the party started like a Casamigos margarita, which isn't just for summer. In fact, it's the perfect pour all year round. Casamigos is the gift that always feels right, because anything goes with my Casamigos. Please drink responsibly. Imported by Casamigos Spirits Company, White Plains, New York. Casamigos Tequila, 40% alcohol by volume.
The Subaru Share the Love event is on from November 20th to January 2nd. During this event, Subaru donates to charities like Make-A-Wish, helping grant more than 3,900 wishes so far. When you purchase or lease a new vehicle during the 2025 Subaru Share the Love event, Subaru and its retailers will make a minimum $300 donation to charity. Visit Subaru.com/share to learn more.
Playboi Carti, Stop Breathing. I think this hook absolutely gets stuck in your goddamn head. 4 out of 5. Beano is the next one, and Beano was pretty good. I like the whole flow that Playboi Carti was having on the song. That one's an easy 3 out of 5. Next one is Jump Out the House. I honestly think Jump Out the House, the hook is kind of annoying. So 2 out of 5 on that one. This one right here is Metamorphosis, whatever that's called, with Kid Cudi. Kid Cudi, didn't really enjoy his verse that much, 2 out of 5. The next track is Slayer. Slayer's pretty good in my opinion. I really did enjoy the hook. And I also like the fact, too, that the beat is just really addicting to listen to. I think this is a really nice beat. 4 out of 5. Noise is the next track. Noise is pretty fucking good. For a track called Noise, it goes pretty fucking hard. 4 out of 5. Next track is New Tank. I didn't really like New Tank that much. I think New Tank kind of suffers that repetitive hook nature. And when you have a repetitive hook, sometimes it can hit and sometimes it can't hit. New Tank just didn't really hit for me. 1 out of 5. Next track, guys, is Teen X featuring Future. I really like Future's verse on here. Future did his thing on here. And I think the hook, it's about drugs, but it goes pretty fucking hard in my opinion. Now, the next track is Meh. Meh was alright. Meh's kind of like what the song says, Meh. 1 out of 5. Vamp Anthem. I do like the hook of Vamp Anthem. And I also like this beat with the keys and the synths and the organ type, qualities that this track has. So I overall really do enjoy this one too. Next one is Playboi Carti, New Neon. New Neon was a track that I honestly consider putting on my personal playlist because, man, this beat is just fantastic. The luscious synths, the 808s that just go crazy on here. Overall, really fucking fire. Next track is Control. The intro is pretty nice, but that's kind of cool. The only cool factor about this track, it is kind of your typical Playboi Carti song here, so 2 out of 5. Punk Monk is pretty much, okay. Has a pretty good beat. The synths are pretty good, but I just didn't really like the verse or the hook, in my opinion, so 1 out of 5. Next track is On That Time. On That Time is a fucking banger. It's really short, but I think, no matter how short it is, those 808s fucking bang. The synths on here just go fucking crazy. 4 out of 5, easy. King Vamp is okay. Too fucking long in my opinion, but gets the job done. 3 out of 5. Place, I didn't really like Place that much. I like the hook and that's kind of it, so I just give that an easy 2 out of 5. Sky, this one had the funny music video where they're like running around. Next track is Over. I really like Over's beat. I think Over has a really nice fucking beat on here. I think it's fantastic. The synths, the 808s go crazy on here. And then I Love You and I Hate You. This track right here, it's kind of got a more serious kind of tone beat. So that's definitely, fun to listen to. 4 out of 5. Die For Guy. Die For Guy, I do like this track. I really like the beat. I like how it sounds. 4 out of 5. And then Not Playing, I did like this track too. It's an easy 4 out of 5. I think because those synths really stand out here. And then Feel Like Dying. I recently just kind of turned this track on and just had a really good time. I think that hook really gets stuck in your head. Really sounds fucking fire. Goes fucking insane. The flow on the verses here too are just really good. So overall, guys, when we talk about Whole Lotta Red, I don't agree with the motion in the beginning of 2025 when this album had a lot of hate for it. I think this is a really nice album just kind of to put on, just kind of sit back and just listen to. It's definitely one of those type of albums, and it easily gets the job done doing that. Is this my favorite Playboi Carti album? No. You already know my favorite one is the music one, obviously. I had such a good time listening to that. But I think if you want some good-ass beats to listen to, this album right here is fucking fantastic. So, it's Christmas time. I'm going to give Whole Lotta Red by Playboi Carti an easy 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10, guys. What y'all think about it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? I don't know. Let me know. If you're on YouTube, Spotify, wherever you get your podcast at, make sure you follow, turn on notifications, guys. We're dropping new content every single day. And y'all have a good Christmas. I'll see y'all later. You have a good one. Yeah, guys.
Hey, Ryan Reynolds here. Wishing you a very happy half-off holiday because right now Mint Mobile is offering you the gift of 50% off unlimited. To be clear, that's half price, not half the service. And Mint is still premium unlimited wireless for a great price. So that means a half day. Yeah?
Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. New customer offer for first 3 months only. Speed slow after 35 gigabytes if network's busy. Taxes and fees extra. See mintmobile.com.
Bye.